Yes, so it's about tshuva. So we will learn a few terms. Maybe he's learning already with some else. With Noah, we have learned it with Noah already. We started. So we will learn about tshuva, kapara, and maybe something else. כל מצוות שבתורה, about וידוי, וידוי, yes. כל מצוות שבתורה בין עשה בין לא תעשה, אם עבר אדם על אחת מהם, בין בזדון בין בשגגה, כשיעשה תשובה וישוב מחטאו, חייב להתוודות לפני אל, ברוך הוא, שנאמר, איש או אישה כי יעשו וגומר, ויתוודו את חטאתם אשר עשו, זה וידוי דברים, וידוי זה מצוות עשה. So we have a lot of mitzvot in Torah, and sometimes person transgress mitzvah, doesn't perform mitzvah. It can be intentional, unintentional. So then person normally do tshuva. What means tshuva he will describe later, but it's about style of life. So you live in a good style of life or not good, right? So if you live in not good, you returning back to initial state. So this is why it's called tshuva. We returning back. So the person stops this transgression, stops doing it. Then we have something special that's called vidui. Then we have to lehitvadot. So what means vidui? He will explain now. Lifnei ha'el baruch hu. So we need to say something. So it's not enough to stop doing this transgression and to start living a normal life. Additionally, we need to do vidui. And he quotes pasuk that it's mitzvah. Keitzad mitzvadim. So how you do in vidui? Omer ana Hashem chatati aviti pashati lefanecha ועשיתי כך וכך, והרי ניחמתי ובושתי במעשיי, ולעולם איני חוזר לדבר זה. זהו עיקרו של וידוי, וכל המרבה להתוודות מהר בעניין זה, הרי זה משובח. So he writes example of וידוי. Ana Hashem. So person starts to talk to Hashem. חטאתי, אביתי, פשעתי. This is three synonyms of transgression, of sin. לפניך, before you, I did something wrong before you, ועשיתי כך וכך. Person have to say exact thing that he did. והרי ניחמתי ובושתי במעשיי. So להתנחם, I regret about it, ובושתי במעשיי. I feel shame about what I did, ולעולם איני חוזר לדבר זה. And I will never repeat this thing that I did. That's it. זהו עיקרו של וידוי. This is the core of וידוי. וכל המרבה להתוודות מהר בעניין זה, הרי זה משובח. So, but if person doing it longer, so it's good. It's only the minimum. וכן בעלי חטאות והאשמות בעת שמביאים קורבנותיהם על שגגתם ועל זדונם, אם נתכפר להם בקורבנותם עד שיעשו תשובה ויתוודו וידוי דברים. So now it comes to the next term, kapara. So in order to receive kapara, we'll say in a moment what is kapara. So we have like a path to go. We have the start, which is the transgression in this case. Then we make tshuva, we stop this transgression. Then we make vidui, and then we should receive kapara at the end. So kapara, it means it's the opposite of chet. So chet, this is something dirty, and kapara, this is the opposite, when you clean yourself, right? So it's called kapara. So in order to have kapara, you need tshuva and vidui. וכן החובל בחברו ומזיק ממונו, אף על פי ששלם לו מה שהוא חייב לו, אינו מתכפר עד שיתוודה וישוב מלעשות כזה לעולם. And he brings an example when the transgression was connected to the other person. For example, if someone caused damage to the other person, so it's not enough that I compensate the damage, but also I have to do vidui and tshuva. Okay, this is the start. This is the continuation. So at the time of the temple, we had a very special ceremony on Yom Kippur, which is connected to Sa'ir HaMishtalech, but now we don't have it. So in order to receive kapara, to become clean, we have to do tshuva, and tshuva is enough to do kapara. And he brings extreme example, אפילו רשע כל ימיו ועשה תשובה באחרונה. When one person, he lived not good life and did a lot of transgressions all his life, but at the very end of his life, he did tshuva. So how we look at it? Should we treat it, this person, like a good person, like the bad person? So Rambam says, "Ei maskirin lo shum davar merish'o." So anything bad that he did is forgotten. שנאמר, רשעת הרשע לא ייכשל בה ביום שבוע מרישו. ועצמו של יום הכיפורים מכפר לשבים. And also we have Yom Kippur. So we have Tshuva and Yom Kippur, which helps us to become clear after we did something wrong. And now he will explain in which cases Tshuva is enough, in which cases we need Tshuva and Yom Kippur, and in which cases we need something more. אף על פי שהתשובה מכפרת על הכל, ועצמו של יום הכיפורים מכפר, יש עבירות שהם מתכפרים לשעתן, ויש עבירות שהם מתכפרים אלא לאחר זמן. So, Tshuva helps us to clean ourselves, and also Yom Kippur helps us to do it. But there are two types of averot, transgressions. There is averot that if you do in Tshuva, immediately you becoming clean. But there are averot that in order to become clean, you need time. Kitzad. So he explains it with several examples. עבר אדם על מצוות עשה שאין בה כרת. So the most simple thing is מצוות עשה. So you need to do something, but you didn't, right? For example, tefillin, right? So we need to put tefillin, and if person didn't put tefillin, so what he needs to do? He needs to put tefillin. So it's very simple. So he doesn't need to do something extra. So that moment that he doing tshuva and starts to put tefillin again, so all the time that he wasn't putting tefillin, it's forgotten and forgiven. So this is the first example about mitzvot aseh. This is very simple. So then we pass into the second example about mitzvot lo ta'aseh.
Do you know by this tehillim?
Oh, you're using this robot?
Yes. Because I would need it. Yeah.
What means GPT?
This is the name of the robot.
It's like BMX. Some fancy name. But it's in German.
No, there's Hebrew.
Hebrew. So you bring in quotes.
Yes.
So what do you want from this quote?
And I heard there was some rabbi that he was asking his students how far is east from the west because
East.
of this. And they said, I think this kilometers, and I said this kilometer. And the rabbi said, no, it's just one turn around.
Oh, very smart. Good metaphor. Yeah, so we can
That's
use
what you
it.
said about
We
the
can
video.
use a
I
lot
don't
of.
take, so I have to make a turn,
Yes.
and then stop
You back in business.
again. Yes.
Back in game.
The distance is not so long what we think. It's just
Yes. If we talk about mitzvot aseh. Yeah. So this is first example. Second example about mitzvot lot aseh. When you did something bad. So Torah says you should not do this, but you did this. So how you make, how you receive, how you can clean yourself. So it's more active transgression than in the first example. So in this case, you need tshuva and Yom Kippurim. So we can use example of Shabbat. On Shabbat, we should not perform mlacha. We should not work at the field, for example. So if person was working on the field on Shabbat, so how can he become clean? So he says that he owns this world and Hashem is not doesn't have power here. So how can he clean himself? He needs tshuva. He needs to stop working on Shabbat, but it's not enough. It's called tolah. Tolah, it's so he started the process, but he didn't finish. Tshuva is starting the process. Yom Kippurim mechaper, and Yom Kippurim finishing this process of clearance. So I'm looking at it like in Deutsch we saying Probezeit. So a person needs to prove that he stops his bad way, because a lot of the times it's not just one time transgression, but it's the way of life that people are living, right? So like smoking, right? People smoking, it's not like one time smoking, but people do it regularly. So in order to clean yourself, it's not enough just to stop smoking, right? Because this metaphor, because your lungs filled with this smoke. So you need some time to clean yourself. So when Yom Kippurim comes, it means some time is passed, so it's enough to becoming clean. So this is the second example about mitzvot lo taseh. But then we start to talk more about different types of mitzvot lo taseh, because in how we know what is more strict and what is less strict about the punishment. Today we don't practice punishment, but in theory we know the punishments, right? We have sometimes we have this penalty in the when person trespass mitzvot lo taseh, something what is prohibited, and sometimes we doesn't have this penalty. So our example was not correct about working on Shabbat, because working on Shabbat there is this penalty. So
how are they called? The 36?
39. Lamentet Mlachot.
No, they have a name, the death penalties.
This penalty 4. We have.
No, but there are 36 transgressions. What you can do.
I think it's about karet.
Correct.
Karet. We have the list. We have the list of things when the person receives karet, but I don't plan to learn about karet now.
No, but is this not correct?
It's connected, yes. He said that
working
if
on Shabbat is correct.
Correct, and mitat beidin. But I'm more familiar with mitat beidin than I'm familiar with karet, because karet, it's not clear. It's not clear what it means karet exactly. There are several explanations, and also it's not something that we have to do, and this penalty that's written exactly how we need to do it and when we have to do it. So it's more understandable what it is. Karet, karet, it's not something that we should do. It's something that happens. So karet is one explanation, that person is dying younger than normal. This is a simple explanation what is karet. But I don't remember the list of all karet. Yes, I think, like you said, 36.
Most of them is with you if you sleep with the wrong person.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just thinking about example of transgression lotas without karet and without this penalty.
Is eating bread on Pesach karet?
Yes,
Or is it
I
just
heard
prohibited?
it, yes. Is that one of the...
Can search.
And is it very interesting question because of a lot of people do all these things. Yes.
Let's not talk about people. First, we learn theory, right?
Oh yes, that's true.
So let's find an example. Какой может быть пример лотасе?
Что-то с кашрутом, например. Кашрут, лотосе, to eat,
How are they?
for example,
I'm not familiar with penalties usually, so it's hard
is it
to name.
What is the name of the
Book?
no the what we are looking for the punishment?
So we need mitzvah lotase.
Mitzvah lo
tase?
Oh. Oh, Isur achilat chametz bepesach. This is example. So, what you wanted to say about Pesach, right?
Yes.
So
No, I was asking if it's karet or not.
yes. So when we eating chametz on Pesach, it's forbidden, but there is no death penalty, of course, and there is no karet. Yeah, so this is example.
Oh, really?
So if person eating chametz on Pesach and doing tshuva, so then it's not enough. He needs to wait until Yom Kippur to become clean. Interesting. This Yom Kippur or the next year Yom Kippur? This is the question. So third example, like we said about person working on Shabbat, doing melacha, then he receives, theoretically, he receives this penalty, and it means that it's more strict than a usual case, like we say in Chametz on Pesach. So Tshuva and Yom Kippur is not enough to becoming clean, but he needs also Isurin abaim alav gomrim lo kapara. The third part of his clearance, it's called Isurim. Isurim is kind of suffering. So during the life, person suffers here and there. Depends on your worldview. Some people saying that all the life is suffering. Suffering – это страдание. So first you make tshuva, then you have prophet until Yom Kippur, but it's not enough. And then after Yom Kippur, when you receive some isurim, maybe you you fall, you hit yourself with something. I don't know, some technical. With hot coffee, maybe.
Yeah. I heard about it. That is it. The suffering if you will find looking for their coins in your pockets, for example, and you can't find it. Is it suffering?
No.
Yes, and
I don't consider it suffering.
Это Арбанихауэр рассказывал.
Пришли урок.
Is it we don't need to think about it like we will be in suffering or we need.
Yes, I also wanted to say very minor suffering, important. So Rosa goes even more. But why you should have coins in your pocket? Coins are very dirty. I'm enjoying not having coins in my pocket.
In your case, is it example that you need, for example, €2? But
you cannot take this wagon.
Yes, and you're looking for, I Is
Okay.
it suffering, for example?
Okay, so this is the third example, mitzvat lo taseh, with punishment. So you need tshuva Yom Kippurim and some kind of suffering. And the last example, which is the most strict, the case of Hilul Hashem. What means exactly Hilul Hashem? He doesn't wrote here because he was discussing it before, I guess, in the laws of Yisudei Torah or something. Besha'a shavar. So when we're doing some transgression, it can be with Hilul Hashem or without Hilul Hashem. As far as I know, Hilul Hashem is when we're doing it in public. So when we're doing transgression at our home, it's without Hilul Hashem, but when we're doing in public and people recognize it as a bad thing, then it's called Hilul Hashem, because you're not only hurting your personal reputation, but as a Jewish person, as a chosen nation, we have a very big responsibility. So we hurting the reputation of Hashem, the name of God, I guess. So this worst case, person doing transgression and people saw this, and I'm explaining that people needs to understand that it's bad, because if person is working on Shabbat, people doesn't understand that it's bad. It has to be something morally unacceptable, right? So if, for example, a person starts in a fight with other person, beats him publicly. Maybe this example?
Or if you dishonest in business, maybe.
Or you steal something, but in public also can be, right? This is very not good. אף על פי שעשה תשובה והגיע יום כיפורים והוא עומד בתשובתו, בא עליו ייסורים, אינו מתכפר לו כפרה גמורה עד שימות. So in the case of Hilul Hashem, if person did tshuva and he have his probate side until Yom Kippurim, and still he doesn't repeat this transgression, ובא עליו ייסורים, and he cannot find coins in his pockets, it's not enough. עד שימות, so until this person dies, he have this bad reputation on himself, and he cannot clean himself out of this bad reputation.
In what's the case? What is the
Hilul Hashem. אלא תשובה ויום הכיפורים וייסורים שלושתן תולים ומתה מכפרת. So these things, it's the beginning of this process to becoming clean, but a person cannot become clean fully until all the time that he is alive. So it's like never. It reminds me about addiction. When person was addicted to drugs, so he can stop technically, but his addiction remains inside all the time. So all his life,
it's okay. It can be okay.
It's hard.
It's very hard. That sometimes just genetically and with neuropsychology, it's just your part of your personality. Not personality, your body, your physical things.
Yeah.
And some people more sensitive to being addicted than someone else. Okay.
Okay, so we can finish for today.
Yeah.
We finished first parak.
Yes. Yeah.
Tomorrow I finish work at 9:15.
Morning or evening?
Pardon?
Evening.
Morning.
Morning. Okay. So tomorrow evening we can.
Morning, evening, I don't know. What?
Tomorrow evening Kabbalat Shabbat.
Okay, then we see us tomorrow on Shabbat.
Tomorrow Shabbat. Yes.
7.
Tomorrow everybody can say Shabbat Shalom, and after that Shavua Tov, and it's alright.
Yes.
Okay, then have a nice day.
Yes, okay.
Thank you.